The participants in the Multimind experiment are provided with so-called mobile units. There are a total of 16 wearable computers, each one in a backpack having a small digital camera and connected to each other over a radio data network. All participants record a video signal as they stroll through the exhibition. The signals are broadcast live over the connecting wireless network. Thereby, the camera perspective corresponds with the individual participant's point of view. The views of the exhibition visitors, which Multimind electronically records, can be seen in the entrance area of the exhibition hall. Here, 16 movable, so-called monitor units form a linear installation. This installation reflects the current composition of the group of participants and the relative position of each participant inside this group. This order reflects the sequence in which the participants have entered the game. Any change in the group configuration is made visible by the activity of the respective monitor units. It is not a coincidence that Multimind resamples the material of two photography exhibitions taking place simultaneously at the Deichtorhallen exhibition hall. From a different point of view, the two exhibitions are dealing with the impact of digitalization on photographic imaging and the relationship between seeing and the technically recorded image. Besides the camera used to record video data, each mobile unit features a small monitor. That way, the participants themselves can receive video images created in the exhibition. This is the inner sphere of the experiment. Here, the participants act simultaneously as sender and receiver. Here, Multimind is an experimental communication system based on the exchange of video images. The setup of this experiment aims to merge technical long-distance communication with man's natural communication in real space. On an abstract level, this is an augmented reality approach. In Multimind's communication mode, the connection between partners is maintained permanently. However, the exchange intensity is mostly very low. Permanence and low intensity mark natural, intuitive communication processes which provide man with a basic awareness of the physical and the social environment. Translating this principle into technology would mean that this subconscious awareness could be extended to remote spaces and remote social groups, finally integrating them emotionally. The information which is being transmitted does not show the partner anymore, it shows what the partner perceives. But why do we merge an art installation and a technological experiment? And why expose it to the public? Multimind, besides its technological and artistic references, is primarily a model for a cooperative research laboratory. It is the essential goal of the project to search for a form of laboratory which does not only develop devices, but also, and most importantly, ideas. A growing number of new technologies appear to be so abstract and alien that the motivation for their development cannot be derived from an existing cultural background. How the cultural or civilizationary background for the development of technology forms, and how, whether at all, this forming can be influenced, is one of the most interesting questions of future technological research. For many of the rapidly growing new technologies, the participation of the users in the development process has become routine. An example is the term open source, which in some areas has become a synonym for a faster and more reliable form of software development. To explore this relationship between research of new technological approaches and the dynamic of development in the public arena defines the core of the Multimind project. A specialized software was created to control the data exchange between all computers in the installation. It allows a central administration of all machines. At the issuing point, the mobile units are logged in or out of the game. After being activated, each mobile unit works independently. It starts showing an introductory animation to explain the working structure of the Multimind network. A one-button interface allows one to choose the sending partner. Throughout the entire game, each mobile unit analyzes the composition of the group of participants. It visually announces any change in the group composition, such as the logging in or the logging out of other participants. The individual position relative to the entire group and the time spent at the exhibition is permanently displayed for both the participant and his or her sending partner. The monitor units in the installation technically work very similarly to the mobile units, except for some features which have been disabled for stationary use. Multimind was designed to support a great bandwidth of possible applications. That way, the future extendability of the project is to be ensured. All computers communicate over a TCP/IP network using radio adapters for the mobile units. The video data is broadcast over the network as multicast streaming media. The spatial limitation of Multimind to the exhibition hall is an exception. Via the internet, computers could participate worldwide in the Multimind project.